Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The Bloodline saga on WWE SmackDown draws major names' attention. Says anyone can show up or join the faction. WWE SmackDown's longest-running storyline, the Bloodline saga, has become a cultural phenomenon, captivating wrestling fans worldwide. The storyline's twists and turns, driven by Roman Reigns, the Usos, Sikoa, and the enigmatic Paul Heyman, have not only cemented the faction's legacy in WWE history, but have also caught the attention of some of wrestling's biggest names. Recently, a top name in the wrestling world hinted at a potential twist in the Bloodline saga, sparking discussions that anyone can show up or join the faction. This cryptic hint has left fans buzzing with theories, and with the Bloodline storyline becoming a magnet for both new allies and fierce rivals, the question arises: who might be next to align with, challenge, or infiltrate the Bloodline? Let's take a closer look at how the Bloodline storyline evolved, why it has captured attention across the wrestling world, and the possibilities for new characters to reshape the faction. The Bloodline storyline began as a tale of family loyalty, dominance, and respect. Roman Reigns, one of WWE's most successful superstars, transformed himself into the tribal chief, creating an aura of near invincibility. With his cousins, Jimmy and Jey Uso, by his side, Reigns formed the Bloodline, a faction symbolizing Samoan pride, legacy, and power. As the Bloodline continued to grow with the addition of Sikoa, Reigns' younger cousin, the faction cemented itself as one of the most powerful groups in WWE history. Over time, the Bloodline's dominance on SmackDown evolved into a complex narrative of familial loyalty and betrayal. Reigns' grip on his cousins led to internal conflicts, with the Usos questioning his authority and eventually challenging his role as the family leader. The layered dynamics of respect, power, and loyalty within the group captivated audiences, pushing the Bloodline saga to unprecedented heights in WWE's storytelling. The storyline's success stems from its combination of high-stakes drama and authentic character portrayals. The Bloodline isn't just a faction, it's a living, breathing drama where family bonds are tested and the consequences of betrayal are dire. This compelling story has drawn attention from within and outside WWE, and recent rumors suggest it's piqued the interest of several major wrestling names who are contemplating joining or feuding with the Bloodline. The excitement surrounding the Bloodline storyline reached new heights when a major name in wrestling hinted that anyone can show up or even join the Bloodline. This statement ignited wild speculation among fans and wrestling insiders alike. Who could this mysterious individual be? What motives might they have for aligning with or challenging Roman Reigns and his faction? Here are a few possibilities that have the wrestling world talking. A WWE legend or Hall of Famer. With the Bloodline storyline reaching epic proportions, it's plausible that WWE could bring in a wrestling legend or Hall of Famer to add another layer to the saga. Figures like Ricochet, who is the father of the Usos and Sikoa, could make a return to advise or discipline his sons, particularly after the Usos' recent tensions with Reigns. Ricochet's involvement would remind everyone of the roots of the Bloodline and how family values run deep, making his presence a powerful addition to the storyline. A wild card from NXT Wildcard. The Bloodline has already showcased the strength of WWE's Samoan dynasty, but the faction could gain even more intrigue by adding new members from other WWE brands. Potential recruits from NXT Wildcard, such as promising talent or someone with a unique connection to the Bloodline, would be a welcome twist. An NXT star like Braun Breaker, who has ties to wrestling royalty himself, could bring a fresh perspective, creating an intriguing dynamic as he proves his worth within the faction. A longtime rival or frenemy. A longtime Reigns rival re-emerging with plans to challenge the Bloodline from within would be an unexpected but exciting twist. Imagine someone like Seth Rollins, a figure with a deeply entwined history with Reigns, infiltrating the faction to destabilize it from the inside. Rollins' charisma and cunning make him a worthy adversary, and he could play the role of an ally, while subtly working to disrupt Reigns' power over the Bloodline. The idea that anyone could join the Bloodline opens the door to possibilities that go beyond traditional WWE alliances. Here are a few imaginative ideas that would bring a fresh angle to the Bloodline storyline. 1. A female Bloodline member. The addition of a female family member to the Bloodline would be groundbreaking, allowing WWE to showcase a more inclusive vision of the faction. Nia Jax, recently back in WWE, could be a perfect candidate. Her Samoan heritage and in-ring prowess would bring a unique dynamic to the faction, adding muscle and broadening the Bloodline's influence over the women's division. Nia's presence could open the door for confrontations with top female stars like Rhea Ripley, adding intergender conflicts that mirror the family tensions within the faction. 2. An international wildcard. An unexpected international addition, such as a Japanese or Mexican wrestler with their own strong legacy, could introduce a compelling storyline. Imagine a character from NJPW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, joining the Bloodline, bringing with them a history of honor and respect that aligns with Reigns' vision of family loyalty. WWE has collaborated with NJPW in the past, and a crossover character would add an element of global respect to the Bloodline storyline, while also extending the faction's influence internationally. 3. An outsider turned disciple. Another intriguing possibility would be the introduction of an outsider who isn't tied to the family but is drawn to Reigns' power and influence. This character could start as a disciple, earning Reigns' trust and working their way up the ranks within the Bloodline. This outsider figure could eventually pose a challenge to Reigns' authority, driven by their own ambition to control the faction. The potential for betrayal would keep fans guessing and add an extra layer of suspense. The Bloodline saga has resonated with audiences far beyond the traditional wrestling fan base, attracting attention from mainstream media and even inspiring fan art, discussions, and speculations across social media. One reason for this crossover appeal is that the Bloodline storyline taps into universal themes of family loyalty, power, betrayal, and respect, elements that are deeply relatable and emotionally engaging. The Bloodline's appeal also lies in the authenticity of its storytelling. Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jey Uso, and Solo Sikoa have been able to inject their real-life family bonds into the storyline, creating a unique experience that feels raw and unscripted. WWE's storytelling approach with the Bloodline allows the faction to feel more like a real family with complex dynamics rather than a traditional wrestling faction, making it easier for fans to become emotionally invested. With the Bloodline storyline continuing to evolve, WWE has a golden opportunity to push this faction even further. Whether it's the addition of a new family member, a surprise ally, or a cunning rival, the possibilities are endless. As WWE continues to blur the lines between reality and storytelling, the cryptic hint that anyone can show up or join the faction has left fans speculating wildly. Could we see an old foe re-enter the picture, a surprising alliance form, or even a radical reimagining of what the Bloodline stands for? As the WWE Universe waits with bated breath, one thing is certain: the Bloodline saga on SmackDown has redefined what it means to tell a story in professional wrestling. This storyline is far from over, and with so many potential twists and additions, the Bloodline may continue to dominate WWE for years to come.